Lesson 4-6, the quadratic formula using the graphing calculator. Let's go ahead and look at some of the same pages we did before, and let's see how we can use the calculator to find these roots. All right, recall that we can put this in our calculator and find where it crosses the x-axis. So I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to put x squared plus 5x plus 6 into the calculator, press zoom, and then 6. And it's kind of hard to read, so I'm going to go zoom decimal, which is 4, and I can see that it crosses at -3 and at -2. Let's go on to the next problem. But not all quadratics will cross at points that we can read. In this case, we are going to get an irrational answer, and I'm going to show you how the calculator can give you an estimation in decimals of what it is. So let's go to y equals, and we're going to clear this, and I'm going to put this up here, the parabola 2x squared plus 6x minus 7. And I'm going to press zoom standard, which is 6. And I can see that it's hard to read there, it's a little off. So I'm going to press second calculate, and I'm going to say I want to find a 0. That's where it crosses the x-axis. They want us to go on the left-hand side of the first 0. So this is the first 0 here, and this is the left. The x is to the left of it. I'm going to press enter. Then I'm going to go to the right. The x is on the right. I'm going to press enter, and then I'm going to get close to my guess, and I'm going to press enter, and we can see the answer is -3.897, and if you round to the tenths place, we're going to get this answer, -3.9. Let's do it again. Second calc. We're going to press 2, and we're now going to try to find this 0. So I'm going to go to the left-hand side of the root. Those are x's that are less than the actual root. Enter. Then I'm going to go to the right-hand side, which is our x's on the right-hand side. Enter. I'm going to get close to my guess. Enter. And I'm going to get this decimal, which when I round to the tenths place is going to be 0.9. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to try to find these, and these are rounded to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to clear. I'm going to write 3x squared plus 5x plus 1. Go to zoom, and I'm going to do zoom standard and see what it looks like. All right, I'm going to go to zoom decimal just so I could get a little closer. And now I'm going to press second calc. I'm going to press 2. I'm going to go to the right-hand side of this particular 0. Those are x's that are less than it. And then I'm going to go to the right-hand side, which are x's that are greater than this root. Enter. And then I'm going to get closer. And it looks like one of my zeros is -1.43, which is I wrote right over here. Second calc. I'm going to find 0. I'm going to go to the right-hand side of the 0. Those are x's, or left-hand side, x's that are less than that x value. Enter. Go to the right-hand side, which are x's that are greater than that 0. I'm going to go back, enter, and I'm going to get -2.3 if I round it to the hundredths place. Okay, let's go to a problem where graphing is not going to help us, because if we graph it, we're going to find that it doesn't intersect the x-axis. So how can we get our imaginary answers? Well, we can do that with a program, but before we go to the program, we're going to go to mode. And normally mode is only giving you real answers, but I want answers that are also imaginary. So I'm going to enter that, and now it's going to show me answers that are not only real, but imaginary. Okay, now I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to go to program, and here's a program called quadroot. In other words, it'll give you the roots of any quad that you give it, and we're going to press enter and then enter again so it can run the program. It's asking for the a coefficient. For this problem it's 1, And then it's asking for the b coefficient, which is -6, enter, and then the c coefficient, 10. And then it gives us our answers, which is what we got over here, 3 plus I and 3 minus I. Let's go to the next problem. Let's go ahead and press enter again, so it'll just run the program again. And our A is 3, enter, 5, enter, 1, enter. Now, these aren't imaginary answers. These are irrational answers that we just round to the nearest 10th or 100th, whatever I give you. So this program will run and find roots whether they're real or imaginary. Let's go on to the next screen. And let's go ahead and run this one. Now, before we run the program, we need to bring that 13 to the side. So I'm going to enter, and I'm going to let A be 1, -4, and 13. And I am going to get the two roots, which are 2 plus 3i and 2 minus 3i. And this is the end of the screencast.